How do you feel about this whole Kyler Murray situation, man? We're seeing obviously the Cardinals, sources said that they had issues with his leadership and maturity. Then obviously Kyler Murray responds back, obviously giving some credence to those claims, but at the same time saying that he's more so focused about improving himself and things like that. Is he a guy that if you're the Steelers, you would be interested in trying to acquire?
He's a guy. If you're anybody, you're interested in trying to acquire. He's a guy. He's a guy. He's a player in this league. He's a winner. He's a born winner. He's a true winner. Nobody has it all. That's the whole thing they always say. Nobody has it all. So it's interesting. His height's kind of been his knock, but he's totally shattered those type problems. He's been able to get the ball out well. He's been able to have a successful career so far in the league. I think that offense that Cliff runs up there is fit to him, So it would be interesting to see him go somewhere else, how he would totally, per se, adapt other places and how they would change their offense for him.
Yeah.
But he'd be a great Steeler, obviously. But I don't see that happening. I just don't see nothing happening out of Arizona. I don't see him leaving Arizona. He's still under contract. So for him to have to leave Arizona, it would have to be a trade situation, correct?
Yeah. Because this is year 3 for him right now.
Hey, he's going to deplete your team. If you have to trade for him.
How much you think it costs, man, Webb?
How much is he going to cost?
Yeah, how much you think that deal costs to get a guy like him?
Well, all right, so let's look at it. Matt Stafford went for what, 2 firsts and a player?
Yeah, 2 firsts and Jared Goff.
We counting Goff?
Which are we counting Goff? Oh my God!
I'm saying, but you still had to let go of your quarterback who took you to the Super Bowl. I don't care how you cut it.
So 2 firsts and a Mason. 2
firsts and a.
But he's right. I mean, Goff has higher value than Mason.
I would agree.
Ross,
I would agree.
Goff
went to a Super Bowl. Yeah.
I'm talking about 2 firsts.
That's for Stafford.
A second, 2 firsts, a second, Mason, and
who's more valuable right now? Or not right now, but who would have been more valuable? Matt Stafford during that time or Kyler Murray right now?
I think it's Kyler due to age.
Kyler Murray right now.
Yeah. So it's going to probably cost way more than that. Then, yeah.
He's going to be almost too expensive. It's the same thing I'm saying about this Aaron Rodgers stuff. He's too expensive to trade for. Like, if you trade for him, you deplete your whole team.
But is it slightly different with Kyler because he's so much younger and you would have him for at least the next 10, potentially 15 years, whereas with Rodgers, it's a lot shorter.
Different. He's younger on top of that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna need 2 firsts. I'm gonna ask for a Minka. I'm gonna ask for, I'm gonna try to deplete your team because this is Kyler we're talking about.
Yeah,
and he's coming back asking.
Yeah.
And he's about to ask for more money.
Because he won 40. That's what it is.
He won 50.
Probably. 40 was the floor. You know that. That's where he's starting at.
I don't even think I'm looking in that direction. I'm going to let them have that problem, Also, I don't know. Unless you're ready to just be like, in Kyler we trust.
Hey,
it's a lose-lose situation because if you bring him over there, it's like, yeah, you grabbed Kyler, but you once again, like I said, depleted your team.
Yeah.
So now especially I can imagine Steeler Nation, the criticism he would get, because it'd just be like, yo, we traded everything for you. Why aren't you winning?
Yeah.
So he would have, it would bring him into a hostile situation, especially in Steeler Nation. Like, it just would have so much pressure on him that I don't think he has all that in Arizona. I think it's a little bit cool out there.
It's definitely chill out there. You know that. Yeah. Come on, now. Them expectations are nothing like Pittsburgh, man.
Different monsters. So,
yeah.
I don't see the Steelers getting in that combo. Once again, I see the Steelers getting in the draft. I think they're going to draft.
Do you have a preference? Is that your main preference, draft, as opposed to sticking with Mason, Haskins? What about even picking up a free agent?
Sure. But that's putting a Band-Aid on it, you kind of see what Mason has in all reality, or you can see what Dwayne Haskins has for a little bit. But, I'm hearing the Mariotas of the world.
The Jameis Winstons. Yeah.
That's cool. What are you I just think they're going to draft him. I think your best bet is to go in the draft and mold one into your new, I don't want to say your next Ben, but you want to try to mold one. You want to try to get one that's in the culture, that's of the culture, and you want to try to grow him up. You want to try to make him your Steeler quarterback.
Steve Griffith. I was thinking this whenever Garvin was talking, but he goes, man, like the Rams GM said, F the picks, go get Kyler. Now, he was bringing up if we do a trade for like Kyler or Deshaun, we could potentially be leveraging our future. I do think, though, if we spread it out, if it's just 3 first-round picks, then we still have our depth in the draft. We kill it in free agency this year. Would we be leveraging our future that much? Just by missing out on maybe 3 first-rounders in a row?
If you have a franchise quarterback, I don't think so. Because think about when we had Ben,
might not be that bad.
Think about when we had Ben, it didn't hurt us when we had an Artie Burns. It didn't hurt us when it was a Bud Dupree early on. It didn't hurt us when we weren't necessarily getting instant impact with our first round picks because we had the franchise quarterback. He's a force multiplier. So if you have one of these guys, Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, who we know are force multipliers, then you can get away with it for a couple of seasons because Pittsburgh proved that. Yeah.
Don't do like 2 firsts and 2 seconds in these 2 years. Do like 3 firsts, spread it out, and then maybe throw another player in it. It can't be Minka though. It can't be that type of caliber, dude.
Who's the caliber guy then?
I don't know.
It's gonna have to be somebody.
Maybe you do 3 firsts and
I would say because it would have to be somebody of
maybe
relevance.
one draft you punt. Maybe you do 3 firsts.
Would you go 3? Would you go 3 in a Dotson?
That would hurt me, but maybe that would hurt.
He said, "Oh, maybe."
I mean, that jersey. Jersey would be a staple though anyway. That's how would you phrase it? Like that's
it's timeless, man. It's evergreen, bro.
Jersey. That will be an all-time legendary jersey, no matter if that happened or not.
Yeah.
Either way.
Now, what about a Tuitt? Because I saw Adolphus. He says he would throw into it.
I already talked about trading. That would clear up $13 million in cap space or whatever it is, $9 million.
Yeah, we said just the biggest thing with that would be would a team want to take him on, and if he still even has a desire to play, because he could easily hit people with, all right, you want to do this, then I'm going to retire. And be stuck. So,
well, it probably would be a cap package deal too with Kyler. We could probably get JJ Watt. He said he wants to come to Pittsburgh or go to Green Bay if Kyler doesn't come back to Arizona.
Yeah.
In that case, it'd be us taking the Arizona players.
It would, yeah.
Wow. Role reversal.